Hello and welcome to the camera channel. I'm Jason. Setting up the camera now. Need to make sure this is working, which it isn't in the moment. So I try to now set things up in a scaled way. So it's just changing, deactivate that. Change 199. Right. Works. Working, yay, we have images and things are not dying instantly. The router is behaving slightly this morning. This is a good thing, so set that all up over there. There we are. I think that's about right. Oh, let's have my tablets. So they say that my valve index should arrive some point in time today. They say it's still on time. Although the last tracking I have for the valve index is in just leaving Massachusetts, I believe, or SC. Yeah, I've had my tablets. We're going. It's early. It's very early. It's only 7:44 a.m. But I'm still going to do lunch because I woke up early. My brain doesn't do lunch or food at specific times. As long as I eat twice before 4 p.m., I'm okay. So, it might sound weird that I'm having a full potato meal before 9 a.m. It'll be ready. But hey, I'm going to turn on this. Got a pie in it. So that's started. We have started the pie. The pie is cooking. My last pie, because I had some more pies at the end of the week. Pie. A lot of pies in one word. Pie. I'm going to do the potatoes. Start those going. So this might, in a few days, it'll be the last time I do potatoes. The reason I'm doing a lot of potatoes at the moment is what's good for me. I'm trying to potassium levels because my body doesn't absorb potassium as well as it should do. Back in here, the potatoes back in the fridge, the vegetables. I'll do. Potatoes. Now cooking. Potatoes are cooking. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. We have the potatoes. 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 Potatoes on the chicken. So open this and get the veg out. Vegetables. Veg with frozen veg which you can cook up as well. Like nine. I'm going to sort everything out. What's that went over? Yeah. About some of this water because I added too much water. I was distracted by a message on Discord. It was my fault. On 5. We are good. We are alive. We are awake. Oops, I pressed a button. I pressed a button and things disappeared. That wasn't the intended thing. I'm focused slightly. Focused slightly. Okay, so I'm going to have to just alter that slightly. Up there. Both of them. That covers both of the things. We are good. The doggies are happy. The doggies want their food, so I'll put their food out. Bertie is trying to climb up her. Cookies. Right, so everything's ready, and now I should do the dog's food. We're all going to the movies. We're all going to the movies. We're all going to the movies. Have some fun today. Alright, we've stabilized the stream. I haven't turned on most of the house's items that use the router or anything because I'm going to just have to. The temporary router just is sort of. Oh, dealing with stuff. It's dealing with stuff. I'm dealing with stuff. What do I need to do? I have to do the dog food. Stop getting distracted. Distracted so easily. I am so distracted so easily. So let's feed the doggies. Doggies need gummies. It's yummy time for the doggies. The doggies have foodies. Have foodies for the doggies. It's first they have some of this dry dog food. They quite like this dry dog food. So doggies get my dogs have 2 meals a day, so I don't give them too much in the morning. Then I put some of this in as well. So they have the dry food, then they have some wet food on top of it. So my dogs get fed in the morning about this time or a bit later, and they get fed about 4 p.m. or when I have my last meal around that time. Let's see if I've got anything special I can add for the dogs. I do like to give dogs. Dogs have been really liking. Let me give the dogs. Doggies are going to have the tuna in their food. Tuna will go in their food because they say that cats like tuna, but dogs really like the taste of it as well. So I'm going to give them a tin of tuna on top of their meal. And because the juice that the tuna is in is just water, it's not salt water or anything, it's not brine, it's just normal water. That bonus as well. Now, Errol doesn't always eat her early meal. Errol doesn't always eat her early meal. Because she yummies. Oh, potatoes overflowed. So much. Water. Sometimes Beryl just isn't hungry, and therefore I'll save him. If he doesn't eat her meal, I'll pick it up and she can have it later. He's looking at me there to say, "Why have you given me food? I don't want food today." My dogs are very old, so they don't eat as much as they used to. Chicken soup vendors. Are you going to eat or not? No, she's not going to. No, that's okay. That's still on. Stop doubling over. That's water. Seriously. Honestly. Open up. Windows a little bit. How'd you go? Hey, no need to ever be sorry. Hard to go if you've got things to do. Oh yeah, gotta take care of yourself. You know the plan. Make sure you eat enough. Make sure you drink enough water. Rest as much as you can and take care of yourself. You know the drill. We're better at offering advice to other people to make sure they're looking after themselves, but it's not always easy for us to look after ourselves. We are good. We are good. I'm going to do a video later. I'm going to do an update, a vlog update of my opinion on sanctions. against Russia. So I'm going to do a video on that. And I'm going to upload it on YouTube, of course, and Twitter and that. Yeah, we always do. We think we can handle things. We always try to get other people to sort themselves out and look after themselves. Yep, Beryl, you decided you didn't want to eat. That doesn't mean you can have Bertie's food. Munchies was awesome. I mean, I think it's going to be a main event now that we have, because so many people like. Yeah, I think everybody loves it so much. The idea of having one that's European friendly is brilliant. It really does help. Oh, come here. Come on here, baby. Oh. Yeah, we had a full crowd. We were only going to do it for 2 hours, the first one, because we didn't think many people would come. But instead, we ended up doing it for 4.5 hours. It was crazy. I went to bed before it ended, but it was like wonderful. I hope you have a good day, Kerbal Cat. I hope you have a wonderful day. No, it's a wonderful time to do it. It's for Americans it's mid-afternoon for Eastern Standard. For Europeans it's evening, and it's a far better time than waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm still going to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and go to the other ones, of course. But this means that so many more people who I tell about Munchies and how amazing the community is can actually go to the events now. So that's nice, or watch it on stream. So according to the app, my parcel is from America is on its way. It says though it's still due to be delivered sometime today, between 8 in the morning and midnight. That's a nice large amount of time for them to mess with my day. And it still says it's on track to be delivered today, but the last tracking point is in Memphis, Tennessee. So the last point we had a tracking node was in Memphis, Tennessee. So I'm still hopeful that it will arrive today. It says it's on time. So yeah, I'm hopeful. But if it doesn't arrive today, I won't be that surprised. The beeping of because we're having pie. Yeah, make sure you're getting enough sleep, because that's all. Rest. Like we tell Dave, we are trying to get David to make sure he looks after himself. You've got to do that to yourself. I know it's a Russian thing as well. Russians are stubborn. Most of the Russians I've ever met are always they just deal with shit. So, but you've got to look after yourself and make sure you're okay. Rest and let your body recuperate. Because the body is wonderful at healing itself if it's given enough food and rest, water. Food, rest, and water will heal most things. You've had your food, Bertie. You're happy. Beryl decided she wasn't hungry, so her food can be saved for later. Oh, it's way too early for that. I mean, the offices at Thingy probably haven't even opened up yet. And I don't know how many emails they get over the weekend. They're a big company. So, yeah. So, for those that I don't know, I've contacted Drake Tech and just asked them, just sent a letter basically seeing whether they want to help with any technology in that, if they've got any refurbished units or anything. I'm always very polite. When it comes to computers, when it comes to talking to people, I always, because I've done customer service as well, and I've done tech support, and I know what it's like to be on the front line dealing with people. And people forget that the person you're talking to is human. And even if they're the front line, the first person you talk to, you need to speak to them with respect. You need to speak to them as a human being. You need to realize that that person is just doing a job. They may or may not be able to help you, but if you are respectful, if you are treat them as a human being and are honest to these people, there is more chance that they will go out of their way to help you, that they will do things like contact their boss or try to help you out, go beyond the normal script if you treat them like a human being. I've talked to customer services of most companies around the world, and I have very, very rarely had a bad experience, because I know it's hard because a lot of people only contact customer service and that, or get in touch with companies when something's going wrong. A lot of people only contact people like that when your shit has broken. Yeah, yeah. Human beings, interaction. So when I talk to these companies, the first thing I usually do is, because if I'm going to interact with a company and ask for their help, it's got to be a company I believe in. I wouldn't go to any company out there and ask for help that I didn't believe in. I wouldn't accept help from a company I didn't believe in, because my brain just wouldn't be able to accept it. I wouldn't be able to toe the line or roll out some bullshit. If I'm going to, from the first email when I contact a company, or well, I have to be completely honest about it. I don't. There's no point in me trying to see me. It's never about whether or not they'll do anything for me. And yesterday, when hello Zerenex, far to go. It was far to go who actually got me to contact Draytech, because we were talking about routers, and he said, "Have you thought of contacting Draytech?" And I thought, I haven't. And then I thought to myself, oh my God, this is a company that helped me and Paola that I've never thanked. And the thing is, if you look back at my, if you do a search on Queber, on Reddit, you will see. Yeah, you did far to go. We were talking about you. You said, have you thought about contacting Draytech, the company, and asking them how? So that's what instigated me doing this. And so if you look back at my history on Reddit, you will see a lot of the times over the past 4 years, I wrote letters on different subreddits and thanked a company or a game developer or something. If I couldn't find an email, I would do it in public and thanked them for the service they provide. I thanked Valve for Steam and for pushing VR with the Valve Index and Steam VR and that. And that's how they go in touch with me and said, hey, we read your story and that and wanted to help me. So I do this for a lot of companies, but I don't expect anything in return. I just believe that a lot of the time we contact companies when something goes wrong, but we very rarely contact companies to let them know, hey, you provided something that did something good for me. And that's the difference. I never contact a company ever thinking I'll get something out of it. I never do. But if a company's been good to me, if I've used their products and it's made a difference to me, I will contact them in some way and let them know that, hey, thank you for creating this object. Thank you for creating this item. It made a difference to me. Because I know how it can be working in a factory and working in a tech startup and getting to know these people and letting them know that the positive side of things so that they don't always see the negative side, and let them know that what they're making makes a difference to someone out there. And that can really boost a person's day. So I've contacted lots of companies in the past that I believe in. Like, for example, some companies are very hard to contact. Like, I would happily talk to people at Samsung. I'd love to get in touch with someone past the first layer of what you would call gatekeepers at Samsung, because not only do I use a lot of Samsung hard drives in my computers, and I've relied on them for years and years and years, but Paola always used a Samsung phone and a Samsung tablet in hospital. And so all of the entertainment that Paola managed to get for 20 years, yeah. And so they are, so I'd love to get one day go in touch with Samsung just to say thank you for creating some amazing tech that helped my wife. And stuff like my Samsung phone, which I now use as this camera, which helps me with my things, and my Samsung tablet, which is helping at the moment me. These are, it doesn't matter to me whether it's a big corporation or a small business. If that business has helped me personally in life, then I like to try to let them know that they've helped me. Sort of pay it forward, send something back, let them know. You never know, that customer service person in that business who may be having a bad day, and suddenly they get a letter saying thank you. That can make a difference between a shitty day and a nice day for them. And that's kind of nice. That's kind of cool. It's why I always say, if you've got a computer game that you really like, get in touch with, try to send an email or something to the people who made it. Let them know what their work meant to you. Because we all find it very easy to complain. We all find it so easy to complain. Complaining is easy when something goes wrong. But letting someone know when something goes right, that's just, to me, that's just as important. Yeah. I mean, things that make a difference to us. Beverly Anti Karen. I like that. When it comes to it, we're all human. And therefore, if we can help people, we'll help each other. That's the beep. Now, Bertie knows that beep. Bertie knows that beep. Bertie knows that's when food is finished. That's the funny thing. We're having something special today. I noticed that I had some potato croquettes. I don't know whether you know what potato croquettes are. They're soft, fluffy mashed potato with breadcrumb on the outside. Potato croquettes. So I think it might be a UK thing. But I put a couple of those in with the pie while the pie was cooking. So let's open up this. I'm going to show you what it all looks like in there. Let's take this over to the air fryer. I love this. This Instapot is amazing. Those are the croquettes. Got perfectly cooked. There's the little pie in the centre. So 3 potato pies. Go with the meal. I'll get my little thing for grabbing stuff there. I love using an air fryer. Is so much more healthy. I don't use it for that reason. I use it because I can't cook stuff in oil. I can't stuff that's oil. So air fryer is really the only way I can do that kind of thing. Yeah. So they're nice and crispy, and you put gravy. I put gravy on top. And I think, I mean, you know, Mass Effect is one of my favorite all-time series. Or that is my idea of things. We've seen a lot of us have seen a lot of darkness. And the thing is, like I say, people make choices. You can choose to be complete bastards when you've seen darkness and say fuck the world and trash the world, and but you justify that you say, oh, I've been screwed over, therefore I can screw everybody else over. Or you can decide that I know what it's like to deal with shit, so I'm going to try to help make someone else and other people's lives a little better. That's why I love doing Munchies. I love that when we stand up on the stage, we're making people smile and making people's day better. You don't have to help a lot of people. You don't have to influence or help thousands or millions. If you can just make one other sentient being on the planet, just one other person, have a better day, you can make them smile or you can be there for them. That's special. And importantly, very importantly, for you to be able to help other people, you have to look after yourself. This is the part that a lot of people who care don't do. You can't help other people if you don't help yourself. You have to look after yourself before you can look after others. And that's the hard part, making sure you look after yourself. Making sure you have reasons to smile. And the thing, I think doing this always makes me smile. Standing up in front of thingy makes me smile, makes me happy. It helps me. It's amazing how wonderful it can all be. Right. So, make some gravy. 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 Gravy's coming. Gravy's coming. The gravy is coming. Gravy is coming. Still there. Like that. Let's cut this. Yes, we're going to do some gravy. Gravy will be not just now, but we're doing just a couple of dishes before I do things. So notice that the lids needed a little bit of a clean, especially when they're doing now is the time to do the mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes. Cooker boys. Cooker boys. Oh. So, about ready. Gravy for me, gravy for the dog. Okay, so gravy in there. Yeah, so we'll have a look at this. There we go. Gravy. All good. Right. Okay. So Jason's going to eat. And then the doggies already had their food. It's an early meal. It's an early meal because it's 8:24 a.m. I'm having lunch at 8:30 in the morning because why not? Why not? Seeing as I have to stop eating at 4 p.m. So my second meal will be about 3 or 4 p.m. It doesn't hurt to have a meal this early. No, not at this time. Lunch is normally 10 to 12 o'clock or in the UK. I just don't go by normal conventions when it comes to food. I eat if I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 2 or 3 hours later, 4 hours later is lunchtime for me, no matter what's going on. So I will say bye bye now. I will say bye bye. I'm going to have a chicken soup bender. I'm going to have some food. Yeah, I just eat. Me too. So I will say bye bye. You are all awesome. So I'll see you later, depending on how well the router is behaving. It's behaving at the moment. Say bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye. You both have a wonderful day. And whoever else is watching, have a wonderful day.